CBS presents the YouTube Life in a Day kickoff show. The time has finally arrived. The legend of all legends, still thirsting for another title. And the thrilling young superstar who hoisted the Lombardi a year ago. The Super Bowl is next on CBS.
People call it the front lines. It truly is. It's hard to explain, like, the level of exhaustion, physical, mental. It's more than a person is supposed to face, you know? And it's every day, back to back.
A hero is someone that can be impactful to others' lives. You know, people helping people, people looking out for people, people respecting people. We need to stand by each other right now.
When the night has come,
I'm most proud of the work that I do.
and the land is dark,
It's very rewarding.
and the moon is the only light we'll see.
And keep America moving. Keep America moving.
I'm so grateful for all those people.
They risk it all day in, day out.
Risking their own bodies, their own lives to help everyone.
And that's what heroes do. They affect people in positive ways to change their life for good.
We had a player that opted out to go help in the hospitals in Canada.
You know, we love them for it. And honestly, it makes me want to win it even more for them.
No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid.
We're just coming off a Super Bowl. I want to celebrate, but that quickly went to how can I be part of the solution? How can I help?
Everything's going to be okay.
Just as long
Truly cares about every single
as you
person.
stand,
The world needs it right now.
stand by
My
me.
sister, she's got to be one of the most selfless people I know.
In the Super Bowl, you want to take the field with all the people that have helped you get to this point in mind.
I was adopted when I was 11, and she's unbelievable.
My parents both coming from third world countries, that is truly an American dream. I'm forever grateful and thankful that I have them there. You know, I lost my dad at a young age, and my father figure, he helped me get through so much, and you know, I love him to death.
Everyone has different reasons for looking up to their heroes. My hero is my dad.
It's the sky
Tommy Brady.
that we look upon.
Get my confidence in the way I say things from him.
To tumble and fall.
He's not a shy guy.
And the
No, without him, I definitely wouldn't have made it this far.
crumble to us.
It takes your mom, your dad. They've supported me in being who I am.
They've had a significant impact in my life. He's just our son, Tommy. There's no aura, no crown.
Always called him Tommy. He is still my little boy, my Patrick.
Patrick's always had unbelievable energy.
Well, you know, you ask me a question about my kids and you're going to get an earful.
He was one of the biggest in high school.
He's my little brother. I mean, that's it.
The way he treats people totally blows me
The
away.
guy's made of some stuff I don't know where it come from.
Like, hold up, D, he really good.
D3 football player, here he is protecting Tom Brady. It's kind of like, what?
People say, I don't know what I would do if my son was playing in the Super Bowl. And I say, yes, you would.
Let me see here. Well, I got 2 Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, darling, darling, stay.
Tom Brady is the greatest.
We just getting started. All we have to do is believe in each other and play for each other. Let's go.
This was my Christmas present.
1, 2, 3,
Expecting another one this year.
4, 5, 6.
Keep saying, go Patriots. Oh, no, I mean, let's go Bucks.
Even got my nails done just for the rain.
Bring that trophy home.
Home, and Dominican Sue's coming for you.
Go get that trophy, son.
Just feel bad for that guy.
Bring it home to mom.
Proud of you, son.
I'm behind you, baby. Let's go, Tommy.
You know, I'm incredibly proud of where he is now. Super Bowl or no Super Bowl, but it's pretty cool that he's going to the Super Bowl.
He deserves to have this moment.
We're very blessed.
We're so thankful.
Thankful.
I'm out of big guy.
I mean, you're about ready to explode.
You're
walking on air.
We did it, baby. We did it. I love you.
It never gets old. It never will get old.
Now I'm crying.
Hello and welcome into the final edition of this year's 2021 NFL Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament. We've finally made it. We are at match day 20 of 20. This is it. This is our Super Bowl. This is what we've been cramming games in this entire month for. This is for the right to choose draft position first in this year's draft, which is in 4 short days. Today, we are bearing witness to Gibby's Colts and Rob's Browns doing battle for the right to do just that. Quick note on Gibby's Colts. They're headed up by Tom Brady, and as the 1 seed, that means Gibby was the last place finisher in the Fantasy League last year. But this is also a fun little historian piece. Of the 4 years of doing this tournament, this is the only 1 seed to not only make it out of the quarterfinals, but to make it to the Super Bowl, and only the 3rd of the top 4 seeds across the 4 years to make it out of the quarterfinals. 2nd of the top 4 seeds to make it to the Super Bowl. That's a long-winded way of saying Gibby's team is doing well against all odds, unless they're just low-key built for Madden, and we had no idea based on looking at it. On the other side, we've got Rob's Browns, headed up by Lamar Jackson. Rob, as the 11 seed, means he lost in the championship of our fantasy season last year. Of course, he lost that to Preston. Preston, who got dead last in this tournament, so is the only person who does not get to choose their draft position this year. But, you know, given the 2 choices, Rob doesn't have a trophy in his living room. So I think Preston will be quite all right with that. But yeah, we got a Brady and Lamar showdown. Should be a good one. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we've got more for you later.
Across his body.
Not getting hyped as much as like the golf Stafford do.
Because I don't have Friday off. Saquon, catch the man. Oh boy. Alright, get his team back on top.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, can you tell me where the Under Armour Cold Black golf gear is? Yeah, I just, moved out here and haven't had a chance to unpack my golf stuff, so I'm kind of looking for some. Sure.
Wow. Are you
Tom
from
Brady.
Boston? Your accent. Hey, where's your name?
Yeah, I don't have a Boston accent. I play football in Boston.
Sorry, man, I can't understand a word you're saying. You're like, hey, what do you mean? I ain't got no Boston accent. Just say something and I'll spitball with you.
No, I really don't
Go
want to do that.
Sox. Hey, that's some wicked hot chowder.
What?
I'm doing an impersonation of you. I'm an actor.
You don't even sound like that.
You sound a lot. You sound like that.
I sound nothing like that.
I beg to differ. You really just gotta try the lobster.
Is there anyone else that can help me?
No. You know, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, now that's a good band. You know what band I love more? Boston.
I'm actually from San Mateo, so.
Oh, San Mateo, Massachusetts? That's really funny, actually. There's a San Mateo here in California. I gotta show people. Hey, everybody, get a load of this Boston guy. Well, they should hear you.
You
play football.
No, fly from Boston.
Yeah.
No, why would you even say that?
Man, yeah. Your accent is ridiculous. Oh, man, get a picture of me and this nut, Judia.
Okay, say Bostonian, goofball.
Bostonian.
Hey, are you Matt Damon?
No.
Oh.
I knew it. Affleck.
Oh, my God.
Hey, man, you must get so hot here all the time, right? Because your blood's thicker? You want me to grab you some water?
No.
Water?
No.
How about some baked beans?
No. You know why? Because I'm not from Boston. I'm from California. I'm a native Californian. I went to Michigan. Now I play for New England. I'm the quarterback, you moron.
You know, you look a lot like that, Standy. Yeah, it's uncanny.
Him?
Yeah. Well, you don't need to go knocking it over like that.
I am the guy on the standee!
I am the guy on the friggin' standee!
Oh my, Matt Damon, shame on you!
He lost his wife in those Bourne movies, but I don't feel bad for him at all.
I'm gonna go and kick that guy's butt.
Well, do you look like a reader? Maybe you need some help.
Go help him, honey.
You can't treat people like that.
I take a Zumba class. I can.
So, kids, what do you want for lunch?
I want pizza. I want tacos. Pizza. Tacos. Pizza.
What about Subway? It's a good call and everyone loves it.
We raised our kids on it.
So it stopped the bickering?
Chicken bacon ranch. Chicken bacon ranch. Mom, JJ's copying me.
No, not at all.
Mom, JJ's copying me. Grow up. Mom!
Knock it off!
Good food that's good for you, well, good for you. Now, only in the Subway app, get a free footlong when you buy 2, because it's footlong season.
Welcome back, and no, if you're wondering, I'm not just re-recording all this because I was too half in the bag on the last time recording these segments, and had to throw them out because I sounded like a damn goof. Didn't happen. Anyway, Rob's Cleveland Browns. We've got quite the roster here. Young team coming up. We've got Lamar Jackson at quarterback, of course. He's going to rush for a bajillion yards. That's just what he is wont to do. At running back, we have Joe Mixon playing the bell cow role, so all 3 running back positions will be covered by Mixon. Behind him, in case of injury or in case of fatigue, we've got Raheem Mostert, Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, Wayne Gallman, and Jeff Wilson Jr. At the wide receiver position, we have a trio handled by Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, and A.J. Green. Michael Thomas will be handling the slot, so that will keep Hill and Green to the outside in 3 receiver sets. Behind those 3, we've got T. Higgins, Russell Gage, Marvin Hall, and Shad Hansen, again, in case of emergency or fatigue. At tight end, our tight end 1 here will be T.J. Hawkinson, and the kicker will be Younghoe Koo. And of course, the defense will be the Cleveland Browns defense. That's how he became the Browns in the first place. Special teams-wise, Tyreek Hill will be doing kick return and punt return duties with Mostert in that secondary kick return position. Let's throw it over to Lisa Salters, who sat down with Lamar Jackson to talk a little bit about his career in this game coming up.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
How's it feel to be 24? The old 24.
It feels good. I woke up today, I feel great. It's a blessing.
Any special plans for the day?
Practice for a playoff game, so that's pretty cool.
Birthday cake, ice cream, nothing?
I'm just happy to be alive. I'm grateful. I'm just happy to be blessed.
Second thing, please tell everyone why you call me Miss Lisa.
Just respect. Respect. That's all it is. I'm not saying you're old or anything like that because you look beautiful. I'm just saying I just, like the respect. That's all.
I appreciate it. I like it because, I am old. Let's face it, I am.
I was taught don't ever say that about a woman, so,
People went crazy about that. Oh, he called her Miss Lisa. Like most of the guys call me that.
Yeah, we supposed to. That's a respect thing.
I appreciate it. So the last time we talked, when you called me Miss Lisa, it was after the Browns game. Take me back to that game. You guys had gone up 34-20, and then I saw you from the sidelines. I saw you running back into the locker room. What was happening?
Well, it started with my throwing arm. I started cramping, and I'm telling my coach Coach James Urban, QB coach, I'm like, man, Coach, my hand cramping. I need some of that Gatorade salt and stuff like that to feel better. And my trainer, Ron, he gave me some of the Gatorade and salt and stuff like that. I started drinking it, but it wasn't doing anything for me. So they was like, we have time to go to the back real quick to get an IV so I can be good. I got one IV. It wasn't enough. I was still cramping. Then my legs started cramping. We had to go back out there. I think I overthrew 2 passes. That was the one to Willie and Mark. And I felt it would have been touchdowns if I wasn't cramping in my arm. So we had to punt the ball. Defense did a great job, catch a pick. Tyus caught an interception, get back down. I had to go back on the field, get the ball. JK scores a touchdown, and when I'm throwing my hands up congratulations to him, my legs started cramping. So that's when I went in the locker room, got the IV. The first one wasn't enough, got the second one, and one of our trainers, Kev, started stretching me, and we watching the game, and Trace was in, and right before he got hurt, I was like, man, we need to go out there. And we heard Trace McShirley's going down. So then I just went running all the way out on the field, and that's just what it was.
So you went back in the locker room twice or just once?
Just once.
Just the one time. Okay. So after you were cramping throughout the second half, and then when you got the 34-20 lead, it got really bad, and you went back into the locker room.
I went to the locker room, yes, ma'am.
So can you describe how bad was it? What did it feel like to you?
like it's just like little knots, like stuff just pulling on your, not your skin, but like your muscles in the inside, and you can't do anything about it. Like you're trying to scratch it, it's like it's fighting against you stretching it. So I just had to get some fluids in me, and I was better.
Now, you saw the Twitter chatter. The folks were saying that not only were you cramping back in the locker room, but you had to take care of some personal business. Any truth to that at all?
Not at all. Not at all. I'll say I deal with that before the game. If anything, I wouldn't have to do it while I'm on the field in a big game, in a big situation like that.
So could you see, like you said, you could see what was happening in the game. What were you thinking while you saw the lead slipping away?
Man,
While you were back in the locker room, you could see the game. So what were you thinking when you saw things not starting to go your way?
I just hope we finished the game with a W, but, you know, things just started not going our way. And it was like, man, I was getting ticked off. It's like, man, I can't do nothing because I'm cramping. And if this cramp just go away, I need to go out there. And when I started feeling better, it was like, man, I don't care if I pull something right now. I got to just get back on the field, and that's just what it was.
When you ran back out there, you still looked a little stiff-legged. You see the video of you kind of coming out?
Yeah, I think that's why they said I had to take a dump or something like that. But my legs were shot. Like my legs were just cramping. So I didn't want to, you know, stride with a full stride, and I wouldn't be able to go out there on the field. So I'm coming out there for nothing. But that's why I just tried to wobble out on the field so I can be able to make a play happen. And that's what we did.
So at that point, you still didn't feel great when you came back out.
No, I did it.
So when you found out when did you find out that Trace had gone down?
When, like, right before we was going out, they were like, make sure he's going down. Like, they were like, he's down. And I was like, okay, we got to go. Like, we just start running towards the field.
So you come back out there, and I remember this so well. You came back out there. Up until that point in the game, you personally had been running the ball really well. And then for the rest of that game, you never ran at all. Were you able to run the ball at that point?
If I had to, I would have. But they dropped coverage, and I seen Marquise, and the rest was history, to be honest. Well, that whole, I forgot, when we scored, they scored again. I forgot all about that. And I could have ran, but, like, our receivers was just getting open. Our tight end was getting open. And so and our line was doing a great job at blocking, so I really didn't have to run. You know, the ball was just rolling in our favor that time, so just had to dissect them, and that's what we did.
So Lamar, what do you think that you guys proved, not just to the league, but to yourselves that night in that game? It was the game of the year. What did you guys prove to yourselves?
We can make a comeback. You know, we can compete with the best of them because that was a great defense we played against. And they still playing right now, you know. We built for tough environmental games, I would say, because, you know, people were saying, Ravens don't make comebacks or they can't keep up, or they can't score points, and that's what we did. You know, both teams, both offenses was going at it, both defenses was going at it, and we just came out with the victory.
Still a lot to prove, though, right?
For sure.
What do you got to prove now?
We can win playoff games. That's it.
I read today that you said that's goal number 1 for you.
It is. Change the narrative.
What's the narrative? You've done everything. I mean, you've done so much.
I guess that's the biggest narrative right now. But like I said, you know, some people wasn't thinking I would make it to the playoffs at all. You know, even my rookie season, we was like, I don't even remember the record, 4 or 5, something like that when I started, and you know, our team just came back, made the playoff run. You know, we just got put out first and came back last year. People wasn't thinking we would have the season we had. Finished 14-2, just got knocked out first round. So the narrative is they can't win playoff games. So we just got to make that change, and when we do, they'll probably find something else to say. But it is what it is at that point because we did what they said we couldn't do.
So you've heard all the talk all week that you've got to win a playoff game. So whether it's pressure or motivation, just how much has it been on your mind?
I don't really put it on my mind, you know, just because of, I don't know, you know, you can't really dwell on the past. Like, the past is what it is. You know, they won that game. Oh, well, you know, we got to move on. They won early in the season. We just got to focus like we've been doing these last few games. You know, I feel if we play with the same amount of focus and enthusiasm, we'll be fine. So that's all to it.
Now, when we talked in our production meeting before the Browns game, You had been out a couple weeks with COVID. You came back against the Cowboys, so it was your second game back. And you talked about just being out and how you were able to like mentally reset. And you thought that, you know, I got to get back to playing Lamar football. What is Lamar football?
When things not open, instead of like just sitting in the pocket, you know, letting my linemen overwork themselves, make a guy, you know, the guys who's just trying to fight to get a sack on us, get a sack or disrupt the play, instead of just getting out the pocket and making something happen, you know, when things not, you know, on cue. That's all, playing Lamar ball.
Yeah, you told me just being me, doing what I do, not trying to overthink. Do you think that you were overthinking earlier in the season?
I wouldn't not even trying, just sitting in the pocket. You know, when things not working, if you see it's not there, make something happen. And that's just how I always played, but I wasn't doing that, and I don't know why. So I just had to start, you know, playing my ball, because that's how I feel we move the ball, and that's how we win.
Y'all have been rolling lately, 5 consecutive wins. You're the only quarterback ever with consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons. What does that mean to you?
Oh, that's pretty cool, but you know, like I always say, that's an offense team award, like, you know, team accomplishment. Because without those guys, without my linemen, those receivers blocking downfield, tight ends blocking downfield, I wouldn't probably get those yards. I probably have 800 or 900 yards. So I appreciate my teammates for that. You know, it's all of us at the end of the day.
And at the same time, you have the longest streak of games passing under 250 yards. And again, the offense is rolling. How do you explain that? You're not passing a whole lot, but the offense is rolling. How do you explain it?
Everyone just do their job, and that's what make a great offense work. You know, that's what make an offense work. Everyone do their job. Everyone do their assignment. Sky's the limit for us. You know, we don't want to overdo things. Just take advantage of what the defense gives us, and that's how we have our opportunities to make things happen. That's what we're doing.
Now, 6 weeks ago, COVID could have taken you guys out. The outbreak was the worst in sports. How did you guys overcome that as a team?
We just got a great group of guys here. You know, guys who want to win. Some guys follow the protocol. Well, I say our team did a pretty good job of following the protocol. You know, things just happen. You know, we wasn't looking for it to make an outbreak with us. You know, but I felt like it was meant. You know, because between that time, you know, when we were playing Pittsburgh and stuff like that, guys came back hungrier. You know, like we missed the game. Like that one game made it feel like we was out for a season or two, and we just came back how we supposed to. And I felt like we needed that COVID little outbreak.
Yeah, were you worried? Was there a time when you were worried that this virus is going to wipe us out, mess up our season?
Nah, because it was just like it'd be like one person, you know, weeks ago by, then somebody else out of nowhere. We was like, what? I'm thinking everyone followed the right protocols, and we was, but it was just like, it's just coming out of nowhere. So I wasn't really thinking like it would, you know, have me with it or my other teammates with it. It was just crazy. It was unexpected, to be honest.
Now, when you were at home sick, tired, sleepy, not able to really get out of bed, what were you thinking about the playoffs at that point?
To be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the playoffs. I was thinking about winning, like, you know, beating Pittsburgh because they already had beat us at home with a hard-fought game from both teams. And I just wanted to be out there with my guys. And then when they went to talking about, oh, Ravens not going to make the playoffs, we was like, we got to make a turnaround because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to not going to the playoffs and stuff like that. My team, some of us on my team have not, you know, been used to not going to the playoffs. And I know our guys, we hungry here, and we like to win, so that's just what it was.
But how could you not be worried? You're at home on your back sick.
But you gotta take it one game at a time. You can't be peaking too early. You know, you thinking ahead, you overlooking teams. A team can beat you. Dallas could have beat us. You know, we overlooking those guys. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. It's any given Sunday, any given day you out there on that field. You know, it's just that team's time, and we wasn't going to underestimate any of our opponents. So we just had to take it one game at a time. And still to this day, like we got Tennessee Sunday, it's going to be one game at a time. So we got to focus on those guys now.
You talk about peaking at the right times. Teams always say that, getting hot at the right time. Do you feel like you guys are hot right now?
Well, I feel like we hot, but I don't really want to, you know, hype that up too much. Like, I don't want to hype it up at all, to be honest with you. You know, we got our heads down. We focus on, you know, the task at hand, like I always say, and that's what we need to keep doing, just taking it one game at a time.
You said Tennessee, you know these guys. Last year you said maybe we overlooked them. This year in week 11 you said it looked like they may have wanted it a little bit more. What's been your message to your squad this week?
We got to finish. You know, those guys, we was winning that game. The second time we played them at home, and they end up coming back and beating us. You know, we got to finish the game this time. That's all. And
there was some beefing going on before week 11, right?
Yeah, I've been seeing that on social media. I ain't even know about none of that stuff until I seen it on social media. No, I didn't.
Okay, because, I mean, they were saying that the coaches didn't shake hands afterwards. They did. But coaches they were John, too.
Yeah, I seen it on social media.
You know, so that was going on before week 11. The stakes are even higher now. How do the Ravens feel about the Titans, and how do the Titans feel about the Ravens right now?
We respect all our opponents. You know, it ain't no beef, I don't think. You know, we want to win. That's what we got to do. It's win to go home for us, for both teams.
How do you see this playing out, Lamar?
We need to focus on the task at hand. We need to everyone do their part, and I feel we'll be fine.
AJ Green, he's just like you, except he's in a commercial. Got hands like glue and just bought a 10,000-gallon saltwater fish tank. Otherwise, he do what you do. Drives to work, listen to his music, gets caught up in a wire-based headphone situation. I know you seen that. So like you, he went and did something about it. Now he walks into work like a boss. Like who? You. There you go, AJ. Exclusive at Verizon.
to the Smoke Show! I do everything 100%, all flavor, baby, no fillers. That's why I'm challenging the competition to a head-to-head steel cage grilling match for the title of King of the Smoke Ring. He's got a chair! Some of the other guys may bring 50% hickory wood to the cage, but not me. 100% hickory wood pellets, man. What you see is what you get, just like me.
You don't need to backyard wrestle George Kittle to be a champion on the grill. Just try Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. 100% full flavor, guaranteed, or your money back.
Can you smell what's cooking? But seriously, can you? It smells incredible. Ooh-wee.
Hello again, let's take a look at our one seed of this tournament, the team that has earned the right to the home team, the home team in name only, I suppose. The home team in this game, this Super Bowl, Gibby's Colts. So Gibby, the fan favorite, as I've been saying, all tournament, no one can dispute this, everyone loves Gibby, headed up by Tom Brady, the ageless wonder. He is still killing it and still, absolutely distributing the ball, dealing as one does. Running back wise, we're going to have Kenyon Drake doing most of the work here. He'll be covering the normal running back and the passing down situation running back roles, with Jamal Williams handling the power running back situations. So as we've seen throughout this tournament, the power running back is a pretty rare sight, so it's mostly going to be Kenyon Drake today. The other running backs on this roster are Ronald Jones, Malcolm Brown, and Zach Moss. Wide receiver wise, we've got 4 rostered here, which means that Gibby was the one team to get my personal favorite UDFA flyer, added to his roster, basically undrafted free agent rookie that I just loved for no good reason. The first year I did this, I gave someone Stanley Morgan, and then this year I gave Gibby, my boy, who's actually suddenly relevant in fantasy circles, Marquez Callaway. It might be Marquez, I'm not certain. But getting back to who we're actually going to see play, Jarvis Landry, Emmanuel Sanders, and Josh Reynolds will be the trio of receivers we'll be seeing today. Jarvis Landry will be manning the slot, keeping Emmanuel Sanders and Josh Reynolds to the outsides in those 3 wide receiver sets. Behind them, we have Alan Lazard and the aforementioned Marquez Callaway. At tight end, we have Jonnu Smith and Mo Alley Cox, so a 2 tight end rostering here for Gibby. Kicker, there are 2 on the roster. We'll only be seeing 1, Greg Zuerlein. Behind him, there's Randy Bullock, but he's more of a spirit captain than anything else. And of course, the defense we'll be seeing today will be the Indianapolis Colts. That's going to be DeForest Buckner. That's going to be, oh my God, what's his name? That guy that they just paid, Darius Leonard, among others, of course. Meanwhile, what else is there to talk about? Special teams. Jarvis Landry will be handling the kick and punt return duties. The secondary kick returner will be Isaiah Rodgers. He's a cornerback for the Colts. Not sure if he actually made the 53 in real life, but that comes for free with the defense. Now let's take a quick break, and then we will see as Tom Brady took a seat with Tony Romo to talk about the upcoming Super Bowl and what this game means to him.
If you're doing a show about greatness and it's about football, well, guess what? Can't do it without Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. In his 10th Super Bowl appearance, he's done the unthinkable. He transitioned to a new team, and he's brought them within 1 game of the Lombardi Trophy in their home stadium, which no one's ever done before. I couldn't wait to sit down with Tom and discuss his leadership, longevity, and legacy. Tom, good to see you. This is going to be awesome, isn't it? Tom, I've talked to a lot of the guys, and I just want to know, how do you define greatness?
You know, there's a lot of different elements that lead you to, you know, different levels of success. And I think for me, I've always tried to be very consistent and dependable, and knowing that the team was going to get a certain level of performance out of me every day, not just in the games, but in practice as well, because they need to count on me, and they got to trust me. You know, it's something that's really earned, and I think you got to show up every day with a great attitude, with a great commitment to winning. You know, there's really no days off, and that carries from spring workouts, summer workouts, Wednesday during week 4, or it could be the week of the Super Bowl. There's an intensity to what we're trying to accomplish, and you know, if you want to be truly great, you got to bring it every day.
Now, I love that. Let me take you back in time. Super Bowl 36, before the final drive, one of the great announcers ever, John Madden, he goes, "They don't have good field position. I think they should just play for overtime here." And right then I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, if only John Madden knew Tom Brady had the ball. Tom Brady has the ball. Would you ever play for overtime when Tom Brady has the ball? I just laugh sometimes because I remember that. And so anytime I'm talking about a young quarterback, I'm thinking, you just never know. But I want to know you. What were you thinking going on the field at that point?
You know, that was a big moment, I think, for all of us. I think for me, it's so much of what I had, you know, done in college prepared me for that moment too. And even though it was my second year in the league, I didn't feel like the moment was too big. I had played at Michigan. There was 100,000+ fans at all of our home games. We played Ohio State every year. We played in the Orange Bowl. I won, you know, a lot of big games. So in a lot of ways, I thought, oh, this is just a continuation of college. You know, we go on the field, got a chance to win, going to go make the plays to win. And had a bunch of teammates that really came through in the clutch. And, you know, some lesser-known players, J.R. Redmond made some spectacular plays. Obviously, Jermaine Wiggins caught the last little snag route where I clocked it. And Troy Brown made a catch on an in-cut, got behind the Will linebacker in cover 2, and got us out of bounds. And, of course, Adam made the kick.
Kick up. Kick is on the way, and it is good! It's good! It's good! And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions, the best team in the National Football League!
I have such a vivid memory of all those things because I feel like I'm still living those moments, and I'm still on the practice field every day with my teammates, and, you know, I've really never had to grow up. So 43 years old, and I still feel like I'm a teenage kid in a high school locker room just going out and playing football with my friends.
So let's talk about Super Bowl 38. You scored 37 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, you even got Vrabel in there.
Seymour, the fullback, offset right, play action fake, Brady, fires, touchdown!
It was a great game, and what I remember about that game was it was very, very hot in that dome, and there was a lot of intensity, and once the dam broke, and it was just a free-for-all because the guys were exhausted. By the time of the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, man, you're gassed, and it's hard to slow teams down. And if you look at all the Super Bowls, 01, 2-minute drive where they could say 03, 04, 14, the dam broke, 16, the dam broke, 18, the dam broke.
I mean, the key in some ways is never give away the game. I mean, look at Super Bowl against Atlanta. You're down 28-3, but in your brain, that's like, okay, this defense can't keep this up. They're not going to be able to continue to rush the same way, and you have an edge there.
Sure. Pass rush coverage, you know, the one thing that's unique about offensive football versus defense is, you know, they can rotate pass rushers, you know. They can't really rotate secondary players. I mean, most teams don't. If you're a starting corner, you're out there the whole game. Well, receivers can go in and out. You know, you got 5 receivers that play, so typically I think the receivers can stay fresher than the secondary players, but the D-line, you know, if you can get them going, you know, they can wear down as well. The game's not over at the end of the first quarter, you know? It's a long football game. You're going up against the best teams. You just got to expect that it's going to go down to the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. And whoever sometimes has the ball last is the team that wins the game. And I've been in a part of those in the good times and the bad times. You know, more good than bad, but still regret those bad ones a little bit. You know, it's still, you know, pissed me off a little.
Coming up, my conversation with Tom Brady continues, and I promise you, no punches are pulled. I really can't help but think that that Super Bowl against the Giants may have been one of the toughest losses of your career.
Brady takes the snap, back to pass, steps up, heaves one deep down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. And that is it. The New York Giants have knocked off the New England Patriots 17-14. The Patriots will not be perfect. They were for 18 games, but not the 19.
The Patriots' season is over, unfulfilled at the end.
I really can't help but think that that Super Bowl against the Giants may have been one of the toughest losses of your career because you had the team that no one could ever touch. And when I say that, I mean, you could have been 19-0 and you set every record with statistics that year. I can't help but think as a competitor, that one actually hurts.
That would have been, yeah, that's the Tiger Woods winning at the U.S. Open by 15 strokes or whatever. You know, you still talk about it however many years later. And I think that 2017, we had beaten some incredible teams that year. We beat you guys. You guys were undefeated. You guys were a spectacular football team. Play you in the dome, you know, it was a good game, but we pulled away in the end. We beat the Giants at home last week of the year. It's just in the end, you know, the one game that mattered for the most, we just came up short. Really, I give the Giants a lot of credit because they earned it. Eli made some clutch plays. They had a few lucky bounces. They had a helmet catch. But give him credit. Give him credit. Reluctantly, I'll give him credit.
I mean, there's toughness in how you play the game. And people don't realize your toughness is just, you're so calm in the pocket. And there's chaos around you. And I don't know exactly how to define it for people because you're obviously the greatest who's walked, but I think it's because you're so focused on the details. I mean, your throwing motion.
Yeah. And such an obsessive part, you know, for me in passing the football is, you know, I'd say in some ways I'm a very simple person, you know.
Uh-oh.
If I'm really thinking about what I love about football, I love releasing the football and just seeing the perfect pass and the perfect amount of rotation on the football and the perfect ball placement with the perfect timing. And you just wake up in the morning thinking about how can I do that again, you know? And you'd be surprised at how often it doesn't happen. You know, I think that's what people don't realize is, you know, there's, you know, 90% of the time the ball doesn't do exactly what I want it to do. Now, my misses, I would say, might be 4 inches off, not 4 feet off. And a lot of people would say, oh, it was a great throw. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I was kind of aiming for his left shoulder, hit his right shoulder. You know, I got to stay inside more and I got to reach more to my target, or I got to keep my weight back a little more, or, you know, got to get my foot strike down a little faster, and, you know, and that's what I'm processing on every throw. So there's almost an obsessive compulsive part of me that, you know, is part of the game. And I'm very fortunate. I love the sport, so it allows me to work really, I wouldn't even say hard, just work fun.
I mean, your throwing motion, I don't think people really realize it's an incredible thing to see up close. It's one of those things that's so pure. Everything was just sequenced so perfect. And it's hard to describe to people because you're just throwing a football. But if you study it and you try and do it your whole life, you're like, wow, that's what you're trying to attain.
I'm dreaming of the perfect throw. And the perfect throw at the perfect time. And even when people go, oh, it's a great throw, I'm thinking, oh, it's just a foot right of where I wanted it to be, you know? And then every once in a while, I'm like, damn, that was good. You know, just do that every time.
But that right there shows people the commitment you've had to your craft, day in, day out, because you can't attain that if you're not obsessed trying to perfect that. And it was a beautiful thing in its prime. And I think you're still doing it. I'm excited, bud.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Have a great game.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Somehow, Tom Brady is playing for a record 7th Super Bowl win. Patrick Mahomes is playing to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Who's the last quarterback to win back-to-back Super Bowls? Tom Brady. There's no question that this is poised to be an incredible matchup between the greatest of all time and the greatest right now.
Bronk.
What up, TB?
What do you think my next move should be? Give it to me straight. Maybe it's just time I hang him up.
I got one word for you. Retirement. If you retire now, you're gonna be walking on soft sand in a week. Just come to Florida and feel the wind in your hair. Retirement is like winning another one. Maybe I'll even join you.
On the Spotty Network, this is what Tom heard.
If you retire now, you're soft and weak. Just come to Florida and win another one. Maybe I'll even join you.
Just go win another one.
Like it's that easy, Gronk. Maybe it is. I still feel like I have a lot to accomplish.
My goal is to win one more.
And Gronk's coming with me.
I'm retired from retiring? Mom, where are my football pants?
Don't trust big decisions to just any network. Go with T-Mobile, the GO in 5G.
And I'm not soft or weak either.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
The road has been rough. The load, heavy. And nothing from hell to sky has turned us back. We did not get here alone. We arrived as one. With courage, with stamina, with teamwork. And after all the cheers have died down, and the stadium is empty, after the headlines have been written, the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. And I firmly believe in our finest hour, our greatest fulfillment to all we hold dear, is that moment when we work our hearts out in good cause and lie exhausted on the field of battle victorious. Because it's not whether we get knocked down, but whether we get back up as one.
That's going to do it for our pre-show. That's been enough of me yammering on. Thank God I re-recorded all these segments because that shaved about 5 minutes. God, I forgot to make that quieter. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of B-roll that hopefully no one but me ever sees, and also the light of day never sees it. Anyway, first and foremost, congratulations to Rob and Gibby for getting this far. They had a hell of a tournament out of both of you. May the best team win, and let's get into it. Oh, we are live. Okay. Double check the... Okay, yeah. All those settings were right. We're going. Let me unmute on Discord. Who's here? I think I saw Jacob. Boom. Hey, Jacob.
Tonight on EA Sports.
No, give him a second.
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
How's it going, my man?
I made it. I'm here, and I'm ready to give the case of death and lose some more money.
Hell yeah. The house loves to hear it. Did you enjoy that pre-show?
Oh yeah, that was quality.
Thanks. Yeah, I threw that together like on Monday night, and then I revisited it today, like before going live, and I was like, oh god, all the segments I recorded of myself were not acceptable. So I just quickly re-recorded all of them, pressed the video, and then just went live with it.
Has certainly changed an awful lot in that time, but tonight,
yes,
for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
Super Bowl time.
As it'll be the
Get
AFC
excited.
champion Cleveland Browns.
Oh, so excited.
Taking on yet another AFC team in the Indianapolis Colts.
You know, Connor is eager too.
Oh yeah. He actually submitted a prop sheet, unlike you.
I told you gave the prop sheet too late. I would know what to fill out.
I mean, you can still do it. Just write on your phone, do the draw on the thing, send it to me.
Yeah, that sounds hard. I got enough money on the line. I'm good.
Fair. Yeah, I was, obviously this whole thing was like crunched. Obviously this week we've done, what, 5 games in 4 days. So, the fact that I got an intro together and a prop sheet together, I was very proud of myself. So, I didn't expect a ton of engagement.
That was very impressive.
Yeah, because I knew it was like, I'm giving this with like 8 hours to spare. Like, this is going to be rough, but we're just going to do it.
That's why I was trying to get this started earlier in the summer.
Yeah. I was facing technical difficulties. I was like on the support line with Elgato Support. That's the company that makes my capture device. So my PlayStation 5 feeds into my computer, and that's how I do the whole stream. But yeah, when I switched from the PS4 to the PS5, it no longer mirrored the output onto my TV. So I officially do not have audio from the game the entire time I'm doing this.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so that's been the reason. I was trying to solve that before I started it, and I couldn't in time, so I was like, fuck it, we just gotta go.
Let's get an opening kickoff onside kick. That would be amazing.
And this could be a whole lot of fun
That's
because
some
if his
IRL
game plan
shenanigans.
goes into effect early, we're gonna see some shots
I mean, didn't
downfield,
the
aren't
Saints
we?
do a
What did he talk
halftime
to us
one once
about?
during the Super
Stretching
Bowl?
the field.
I think
Wants to
so. I
open
want to say the
things up
Colts
for
did
not
that
just his
at some
receivers,
point in like
Oh, yeah.
an important
underneath.
game.
That was the theme, the front page of the sports
I
section
remember
where
that.
the columnist
Yeah, like
write
Pat McAfee
possible
soloed
air
it, right?
raid. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though.
All right, first drive of the game. Colts starting out on their own 24 here. Let's see what Brady's made of. He's been here a bajillion times.
Brady now on first down.
I should have looked at the jersey numbers before I made my top bet. Oh well.
He'll be dropped after
You went with evens, right?
6 across the 30 to the
I went with odds. You got even.
Odds.
6 there on first.
Got
One
it.
thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of
Well,
yardage.
then your best
after
bet
the
is
catch.
Gibby scoring
But in
first
this
because there's much
situation,
more,
the defense was effective. Able to
much more
stop
odd
the
numbered
run and get a good amount of
jerseys
steam
on
going.
offense on Gibby's side.
Looking to throw again on second down.
It's gonna get weird if it's a defensive player.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll see the jersey, but yeah, like on Rob's side, he's got Tyreek Hill and Lamar that are both even. On Gibby's side, he's got what? Jarvis and
two
Landry.
receivers.
Yeah, he's got Landry who's even, but then like Sanders, Reynolds, and Smith are all odd. The running back is odd with Cameron Drake.
It's Brady.
Oh, what's tight end situation?
Johnny Smith on Indy, and then TJ Hawkinson on Cleveland. So that's a even number in Cleveland. Odd number.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like
But
he had
anyway,
a chance
that looks
to
like
scan
it is a
twice. The
3-and-out
protection
on our
was that
first drive
good.
of the Super Bowl. So
Unfortunately for him,
Indianapolis'
the
punt
coverage
team will be coming
downfield,
out. Rigoberto
equally good.
Sanchez about to kick the shit out of this thing to it, and awaiting Tyreek Hill.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over first.
Oh, you're a player ahead of me.
So here come the Browns.
Yeah, so I'm watching the live feed, whereas the upload process to Twitch and then the download on anyone else's side, that takes a couple seconds.
To gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
I like these top bets. Where did you get them
He
from?
only won the Heisman Trophy.
So this was a thing I ripped from a Reddit prop sheet for the real life Super Bowl in 2020. I basically copied it over for last year's Super Bowl for this, and then just changed it based on like practice runs I did. So I did some like data gathering based on like 6 or 7 practice games with this match.
Oh, nice.
And so I just did that again with this matchup, and just changed the numbers and changed the players based on the data I gathered. Some of them in the the yes or no props are like very clearly skewed. But the ones that are like any over-unders or things like that, those are literally an average of 6 runs in a
You have to
game.
work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
All right, so Thomas is probably my best bet here.
For odd, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken
Did
down.
need to get a first down first though. Bobby Okereke finding his way into the backfield. That's going to be a big sack on 3rd down.
He was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
This came from the edge, and those pass
Sorry, I'm
rushers,
broadcasting
they
to
have so
people
many
in real
tricks of
time.
the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play.
Your
They
broadcast
could barely
doesn't
get a
come
glove on
through.
it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats
I mean,
reveals
I'm
that
reacting to a
sack
play that
occurred in all of
happened. I don't know what you
2.3
mean.
seconds. And you think you want to be an
Oh,
NFL
you mean people are
quarterback?
on Discord?
On 4th
Okay,
down,
yeah.
here's Jamie Gillen on
No.
the
I'm
punt.
saying
Back deep,
like people
Jarvis
watching the
Landry.
video will hear
And
my
he'll get
voice
this away
reacting
into the humid
appropriately to
Florida
the video.
sky.
Does that make sense?
So a change of possession here on
It
the
does,
punt.
but I don't
And
think
the Colts will go on
I
offense
don't
here.
think it does
1st
though
and
actually
10.
come through. I
Second
think
drive
you
coming
say it
up
before
here
it
for
comes
the
through.
Indianapolis Colts, and they're coming off.
Well, okay,
Because
because
the sound comes through delayed.
Yeah, so you're listening to me on Discord, right? So you're hearing me say something before you see it because the video has to go up to Twitch and then down to your device, right? But someone who is just watching and not in Discord, the video and sound both go up to Twitch and then down to their device, and it's in sync there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong interception, a loss of yards, and now
The old negative yardage completion.
Well, I know it goes
Second
against
and 12
the
coming up
instincts
here
of the
on
person
their own
catching the
15.
ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break
Reception by the Big Mac, Mo Alley Cox. 8 yards on the catch, 3rd and 4 coming up here. By the over-under number being, what was it, 37.5, which was an unfortunate average of all the practice matches, we are expecting this game to be a less offensive game than any game we've really seen, I guess, other than Gibby Sprite, which I think the total is 25. Big ball there. Huge catch by Josh Reynolds on the fly. That's going to be a massive gain as well as a huge 3rd down conversion. Indy up to Cleveland's 41 off the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ooh.
Here's the first
Yeah, you're
carry
right.
for
That was a
Kenyon
good catch.
Drake. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
It was really funny hearing. It was funny hearing the ooh and then hearing my own voice in the background of your voice channel.
Defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Thus proving my point that my commentary is in real time.
It is. I know. I paused for a second to listen to you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Is that a backup running back? Or is that his starter?
Brady gonna
41? That's a starter. That's Kenyon Drake.
Screen to Drake.
Okay, Drake is his starter. Okay.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big,
I think his, wait, give me a second. I have the rosters right here. His main backup is Ronald Jones, and his power running situation guy is Jamal Williams.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady.
It was a big catch by Kenyon Drake, working his way up to the 15-yard line, taking down there. That's going to be a new set of downs, and Gibby's team is driving into the red zone.
Keep feeding Drake. I'm good with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're still looking for that first touchdown jersey number. I get it. Okay.
And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, we're getting close to one prop bet spot. You've probably already seen it.
Nope, they're still about to do the first down play on the 15-yard line.
Oh, I was talking about the 6.5-minute one.
Yeah, that mark would be at 5:30, so they need to score pretty soon. Got about a 12-second buffer here.
Not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This is caught.
Oh, clean completion there, and that's an odd number jersey scoring the first touchdown of the game. Emmanuel Sanders with the reception over the middle, getting tackled into the end zone. He takes a foul. That's going to be an early lead for Gibby and the Colts, and a score in the first 6.5 minutes of this game. Assuming the extra point, that's a 7-0 victory. Lead for Gibby.
But when you're the one setting the pace,
look at me, setting up your commentary.
There you go. Thank you.
Organization.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Greg Zuerlein on the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0.
We haven't seen a single missed extra point. There hasn't been in this entire tournament. I didn't expect to see that.
Best bet would have been Matt Baker probably.
Yeah, yours are Collins, and yet they were fine. Did you, I commented on it in your last game, I don't know if you caught it, but your kicker actually just won a starting kicking job in real life.
Oh, shoot. Which team?
He was playing so well for the Giants that the Panthers traded for him.
Oh, wow.
So he's the starting kicker for the Panthers, Ryan Santoso.
Here's the dangerous
All right,
Tyreek
so I
Hill.
didn't end up with too bad of a kicker.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
I mean, Madden takes a second to catch up to new people's skill level, but yeah, sure.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up
An
first
okay
and
return
10.
out of Tyreek Hill there up to the 24-yard line. That's where Cleveland is going to start their first drive. Wait, no. Hold on. Who started with the ball? Cleveland.
Cleveland had the ball.
Yeah, they punted. They 3 and out, right?
Yes.
Okay. Memory is failing me.
I'm pretty sure Indy started with the ball though.
Yeah. Okay, there were 2 3 and outs. You're right. Yeah, that makes way more sense. So I think we saw Tom Brady show up
but that's
first.
about all as he's taken
Yeah,
down.
we did.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you were talking about how my best bet was Indy's numbers to get the
touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And
Big completion over the middle to Tyreek Hill. That's going to bring on a new set of downs. Cleveland up to their own 42-yard line.
And a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver.
And that 6.5 punch over under. That seems aggressive.
To the 46-yard line.
I mean, that was, again, the average in the practice games. I think the last one I ran had 10 punts, so we're already at 2.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I guess CPU playing versus humans is a little different.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Yeah, the computer makes some questionable
That one
decisions
complete
at
to
times.
Hill.
Great completion there from Lamar to Tyreek Hill. Rocky Sin attempting to get the pass break up. He's a little late to the play. That's going to be a new set of downs into Indianapolis territory as they cross midfield, 43-yard line. First and 10.
I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
Is DeForest Buckner, is he on Indy? Or no, he's on
yeah, he's on Indy, number 99.
He's on Indy.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the
He's a defensive tackle, so interior rusher, basically.
And maybe turn the tide.
Yeah, I knew his position. I forgot which team he was on.
Gotcha.
Still 10 yards
Formerly San Francisco, traded a first-rounder straight up for him so that they could pay him.
They go back to the ground now with
Oh,
Mixon.
what a stiff arm by Joe Mixon.
He was able to shed
And
one
yet,
tackle,
Darius
but
Leonard
could
still
not get
takes him
away
down.
from there. He'll get
3rd and 7.
only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little
Punched him in the
sequence
mouth.
There. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive
awesome.
back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub
I was
packages,
watching Lamar Jackson's terrible pass to no one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was. Man, what a stiff arm.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments.
TJ Hawkinson completely pulls up on the play, so that's going to stall the drive out here. On the 39-yard line, that is at the border of where field goals will be made, but it looks like Younghoe Koo is being sent out there as he gets a firm slap on the buttocks from
Here's Jamie Gillen now. As he'll punt
Kevin
it away
Stefanski,
for
that's
the
his name.
second
And yet
time.
we see Jamie Gillen out here
This is
punting.
away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to
This will be
return
tight.
here.
This will be close. That was just in front of the pylon, so that will be a touchback at the 20-yard line. That's tough when it's right between being a 1-yard position versus a 20-yard position.
Especially with the safety top that on the line.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to see Tom and the boys come back out and try to capitalize on this 7-0 lead with their newfound possession here in the first quarter.
A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty
All right, so let's see if Indy can score here and keep the three straight.
I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of
I hadn't even considered that one. When I was filling out my sheet, I just kind of circled no and moved on.
Here's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the
Brady barely getting the screen pass off, and Drake making something out of nothing. 3-yard gain on the pass play. 3rd and 6 coming up for Gibby and the boys.
Have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the
Can we
Browns.
stop dropping frames right now? Is it lagging pretty bad for you?
It is now. Yeah, right when you said that.
This
pass complete. I think we might be out of the woods soon, but I'm not sure.
Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ooh, Greedy Williams got the tackle. No interception, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, Drake going left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
Big play there for Kenyon Drake. He makes his way up to the 36-yard line of Cleveland.
The open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
I don't see those outside pitch plays going very well that often. But Drake looks like he hit 21 miles an hour on that one.
How about the head of
got a lot of yards.
Behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Kind of amazing watching Gibby's roster work together. Somehow work.
Yeah, like it looks. Frankly, Gibby's roster looked like one of the worst teams in this tournament. But it just like gels. I don't understand it, and I've stopped questioning it at this point. Another first down for Kenyon Drake.
Probably the Tom Brady factor. Non-team Tom Brady, and oh yeah, this team's good. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady, Super Bowl winners, go go. Yeah, maybe the neutral ground is actually a boost more than a home field would be for Tom Brady. But run up to the 24-yard line, and that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Gibby leading Rob 7-0 here. Gibby driving, nearing the red zone currently.
No, not quite. Drake's on a good pace for his over-under, though. He's already halfway there. For the rushing yards. I don't know how many touches he has.
Yes, sir.
On 1st down, Brady. That's into the hands of
Reynolds with another reception gets himself past the first down marker and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And apparently just short of the 10-yard line because we now have a 1st and 10 as opposed to a 1st and goal.
Runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brady panicking and slinging it out the back of the end zone. Now that's going to bring up 2nd and goal here, still on the 10-yard line. How's the stream quality? Is it still like choppy?
So I just saw the 1st and goal play. So yeah, it's still choppy.
Is it smooth or is it choppy?
It's choppy.
To throw again. Brady. And he's going to be taken down
Big sack on the play by Myles Garrett. Taking Tom down. Back at the 18-yard line. Third and goal coming up.
The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end.
You think he can make it to half?
Who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next gen stats,
could, but I'd rather get it sooner rather than later. Although I'd hate to do that by the end zone.
Now a play fake, Brady.
Tom with about a year to make a decision, throws it out of bounds as a throwaway move. So that's going to be 4th and goal from the 18. I suspect we will see a field goal here coming up. Greg Zuerlein getting his ass in the game.
They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
See if we can get a goal post.
And Zuerlein's kick is
good. That one's clean. Zuerlein straight through the uprights. No problem. All right, I'll bounce the screen really quick. Everyone come back.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Oh my God, OBS doesn't even want to connect right now. Oh, this is bad.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, we should be back to live and dropping frames like crazy. This sucks. Oh my God, why is my internet doing this to me?
From the gun,
I think I'll have to refresh the streamer will automatically
Yeah, refresh it whenever you get a chance.
Break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Okay, back.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Well, in terms of prop bets, we've got
tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard
and
pickup.
wasn't there one about them scoring in each quarter?
Yes. Yeah, there was. So that one's still alive. And then, yeah, the 3 in a row is still also very alive.
Operating from the gun. Jackson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent.
Big tackle for loss by DeForest Buckner there. 2-yard loss on the play. Mixon went down in the backfield. Joe Flacco looked stoked about it. I forgot that's who Gibby's backup was. It's Joe Flacco. He's got Brady and Flacco.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't have to go to Flacco.
Yeah, I'm certain he would also hope the same.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that
Oh,
gets
man,
him is
they didn't
just a
give us
yard,
a
and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Michael Thomas with a solid reception, but it's not going to bring him past the first down marker. While Cleveland is still on their own side of the field on 4th and 1, I expect they will punt here. And I'm going to continue trying to diagnose these internet issues.
A few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd
Where are we at?
down.
Is the internet still
They
butts?
converted 3 out of 5
Yes, it
thus
is.
far.
Oh
This will
my
be
God.
3rd
that
and
word.
6.
What? God.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
Looks like Brady passing to not gain any yards. That's a 4th down. Gonna punt back to the Browns.
Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick
So
it
that'll
up.
end or rather restart that
Having a
process.
nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7 though on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Jackson on 1st down. Stepping up.
I like how the Madden commentators thought that was a good one.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds.
Yeah, maybe I pause at halftime and try to reset the modem really quick.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet, because it's gotten worse, whatever you try to do.
Yeah, it's telling me that since I reset the stream, I'm dropping 83% of frames, which means 5 out of every 6 frames that tries to make it to the internet does not make it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, it's it clocks like every 2 seconds.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a PowerPoint slideshow at this point.
Passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
All right, I'm gonna pause this and stop my stream and restart my modem. We are alive again. Things are back in. Oh, I didn't show the sliders. Sorry, Conair. Game is being resumed. We're at 3rd and inches. Cleveland on the attacking 21. 5 minutes left in the half. First half. Oh, things are great. Things are great. Never been better.
On 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to
Look at this. It looks like an actual game now.
And he picks up the first down
And not like a PowerPoint.
Down to the 16. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them.
3rd and inches, Mixon with only a few inches to gain, and he makes it happen. That's going to be a first down for the Browns. They are firmly into the red zone. Rob trying to stop this 3-score-in-a-row streak.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Oh yeah, I need a Rob touchdown here. That would be good.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Trying to resolve to the over-under, not putting the over, but it could still get Rob.
The over-under was pretty low, so that can still be beaten. I mean, it's still the first half. But, yeah, it was Gibby favored by 4.5, and the over-under at 37.5, which, again, is the lowest. I never go below 40 in the regular tournament. Like, unless I have hard data to back it up, I never go below 40 as an over-under, just as a general rule.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I took the over.
Yeah, which I did too on my prop sheet, at least. Anyway, completion Michael Thomas, first down, 1st and goal. Mixon met in the backfield, loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and goal coming up here from the 5-yard line. Rob still trying to put some points on the board here as the time is ticking down here in the end of the 2nd quarter.
Before they can really get started, offense gonna have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle.
Mixon with a clean run to the end zone, dives in there. That is going to be Rob eliminating his 0-point effort thus far. A nice 6 right now, assumed to be 7, bringing it back within 3 of Gibby. 2.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
A little bit of courage and play calling too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the ball.
Oh man, Mixon went up there. He went shoulder to shoulder with Kari Willis.
We're going about to see it now.
You'll see it about 3 times.
Oh yeah, he went right into that.
Drive in total 8 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
You know, it'd be kind of crazy if we get the onside kick and stump it now, and then they score and have to leave it at half.
I'm not sure that Madden AI is aware of the prop sheet, so I don't expect that to happen, but you never know.
Oh, man.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
We haven't had a penalty yet, have we?
Not that I've noticed, no.
Now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady.
I set the order for the second quarter then.
Sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm afraid I jinxed it. I think oh my god, I almost fell right back into slideshow mode. Oh, alright. Incompletion on first down. Colts continuing to drive, second down and 10 on their own 26.
Incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll go down right.
Kenyon Drake with a solid 4-yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 6 though. Not the easiest conversion here on their own 30-yard line. But that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. There it is.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of
So
Super
that's 2-minute
Bowl
warning here.
55.
Gibby leading Rob 10-7. Big 3rd down coming up for Gibby.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
Finds Jarvis Landry to the left, and he is able to squeak on by. Squeaky bum time, gets himself over to his own 45, tackled somehow in bounds, so the clock will keep ticking, but that's going to be a first down for Indianapolis here.
Pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Brady now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
Quick completion to Jarvis Landry, gets himself to midfield. That's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5, clock continuing to tick. Both 3 timeouts on both sides at the moment. So we'll probably see the clock tick down until the one more play here. So anything under the 101 part of the clock, and then Indy will start calling timeouts. Finds a dump off to Kenyon Drake, and he gets taken down past the first down line, but he gets tackled out of bounds, so that's the most important part. Saving himself saving him and his team a timeout, rather. Up to the Cleveland 43 now, with 1 minute, 1 second left to play in this half. See, I can get back into my flow now that I don't have to worry about my internet.
Yeah, it's looking real good.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
That was annoying timing. Ooh, big completion over the middle to Jarvis Landry. He's finding his way up. Makes it down to like the 15, 14-ish. The first time out of the half coming out for Indianapolis here. Still 53 seconds on the clock. They're at the 15-yard line, fresh set of downs. What did we say that Indy received to start the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, big moment for Indy here. If they can get points on the board before half, that'll be huge before they kick off to Cleveland to start the second half.
Plus it'll hit a prop bet.
Also true.
Back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A weird play altogether, but that screen pass to Kenyon Drake ends up going for about 7 yards. Yeah, 2nd and 3 on the 8-yard line. Second timeout used by Indianapolis. 45 seconds left on the clock. They're going to save that last one for either a field goal or one last shot at the end zone.
So I really didn't think Drake total touches at 22.5, but it's actually looking pretty right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, these are all based on averages of games played. Josh Reynolds with a nice catch gets himself to the 1 yard line. No timeout used here, but only 1 yard to go. This should be enough for Brady and the boys to work with. Yeah, Drake is somehow always super involved in these games.
I guess that's kind of Brady's play style, though, is a lot of running back dump-offs, although he's getting a decent amount of carries.
Finds Johnny Smith on the out route. That's going to be a touchdown for Gibby and the Colts here just before half. 16 seconds left on the clock, no problem. That's another 7 points put up. Assuming the extra point, that's going to be a 17-7 Gibby lead with 16 seconds left, so presumably going into half. Gibby with the cheer in chat in the form of a W and 4 O's.
It's good to make it 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
All right, this kick return is going to determine if the Browns are going to try to do anything here or just kind of run it into the half and try again starting in the third quarter. The kneel down is going to preserve some time, so we'll probably see a run play here. If it ends up surprisingly good, they might call a timeout and start going for it. Otherwise, that's probably going to bring us to halftime.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
Here's that run play. It looks like it's going to go surprisingly well. And Mixon's going to get pulled out of bounds on it too, so no timeout needed to be used. But 12 seconds left. They got some distance. We'll see. We'll see if they decide to pass here. I don't know. Madden AI gets weird right around this spot of the field with this much time on the clock.
The previous run, good
This sure looks like a passing formation. Michael Thomas in the zone as indicated by that orange X under his legs. Lamar going to tuck and run here. He's going to see how far he can get. He gets tackled down at the 48-ish on his own side. 4 seconds left on the play, or on the clock, and the Browns are going to use a timeout. You expect to see one big heave downfield here in an attempt to score some points right before half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to
there it is. It's up.
over the middle.
Falls to the ground harmlessly, as it so often does. So at the half, Gibby is going to be leading Rob with his Colts 17-7. Rob to receive after the half, but a strong 10-point lead for Gibby and Tom Brady and the boys.
Thanks very much, and
right
welcome
here.
in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from who else? Tom Brady. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That solves a couple of prop bets then. So unused timeouts at half was, let's see, odd, right? It was 3.
Yes, it was 3. 3 remaining.
Cleveland has the lead at half.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through at the end of the game and score all of these, so no worries about that. But it's fun to keep track.
So, question. What happens on the prop bet if there are no turnovers?
Which prop bet?
So at the bottom it says turnover first, Cleveland or Indianapolis.
I guess that's just a push. Doesn't get scored.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here.
Oh, it's just kind of like the safety
from getting right back in
this
game.
I'm gonna follow right along with you.
Well, that one's a yes.
Well, no, that one's a yes/no, so that would just be a no.
Yeah.
They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Well, Michael Thomas was open. Lamar didn't give a shit. He's going to take a run and slide down. 10-yard gain on the play. New set of downs up to their own 35-yard line.
Escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a
hand off to Mixon. He's 11 for 33 in the touchdown right now. So while he has that touchdown, he really hasn't gotten it going on the ground other than that touchdown play. He's averaging 3 yards per attempt. Not really what you want to see out of your bell cow running back, but maybe that's part of the reason they're down bad right now. 2 players in the zone on offense between Lamar Jackson and Michael Thomas. Completes TJ Hawkinson with the flag on the play, though. Is that a holding or is that a roughing the passer? That's going to be a roughing the passer. So attack on 15 yards to the end of the play there. Big gain for Cleveland there. Rob getting a nice break. They're up to the Indianapolis 39 now with a new set of downs.
But you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not
Jackson's hogging the good yards per rush stat. That's where that's at.
Yep. Yeah, that was indicated on the prop sheet too.
1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
Ooh, a wide open TJ Hawkinson on the post route. He is going to get very close to the end zone, not quite get it, taken down just to the right of the pylon. That's going to be a 1st and goal on the 1, though. Browns in a great position to put up 7 on the board.
And 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it.
I don't remember if Hawkinson had any catches before this drive.
I'm not sure. Maybe 1, but not enough to, make us remember it. Trips left kind of feels like a passing play, and so it is. Lamar's got an option to run. He's going to take it. He dives straight into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Rob bringing this game back within 3, assuming that Yang Hui Koo doesn't fuck up this extra point.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Koo now for the point after.
Both runners actually not looking too bad right now.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
See?
The drive summary that
when have I steered you wrong, Jacob?
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
All right, I'm going to go for a beverage refill while I'm waiting on the kick.
Enjoy. We'll talk to you soon.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. First down, Drake. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21.
Kenyon Drake with his 7th rush of the night. You'd expect to see a little more in the handoff department to Kenyon Drake at this point in the game. But, you know, they're still leading, so who am I to say what they're doing wrong?
Made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's the answer. You got to establish the run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady.
Excellent completion to Josh Reynolds to the right side. That's going to bring them up to their own 32 and get a fresh set of downs.
11 yards there, first down.
Josh Reynolds 6 for 81 on the day, so that 1.5 reception prop for Josh Reynolds clearly blown me over.
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, it's Drake. And he'll get this up.
I think he was met in the backfield. No, he actually gained a yard out of that. Okay, so Kenyon Drake, 1 yard rush yet again. Now up to 8 touches in the on the ground department. He's had a number of catches as well. I forget how many that was.
Yeah, he's at least halfway, I'd say, to the over-under mark.
That seems right. And he's starting to get some actual rushes, so that's going to help. Ooh, barely slips the screenplay to Kenyon Drake on that one. Those screenplays that are like designed to kick out the offensive line to block for the runner, they always get so terrifying because you're never sure if the quarterbacks can get the ball out in time. But they do it there. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 7 now, so that constitutes a 3rd and long. You're on their own 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Oh, we got a prop bet too. Cleveland scores first after halftime.
Oh, did that hit?
Yep.
There you go. Congrats, Cleveland. Oh yeah, definitely did.
They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So the next one we'll be going for is a game tied at any point after 0-0.
Which very much is in play, especially here with Indianapolis punting the ball to Cleveland. If they can stop them, well, if Cleveland gets into field goal range and then gets stopped by Indianapolis defenses, or Indianapolis's defense, enunciating is hard, that would be very much live to have this game tied again.
Which brings us to another prop that could actually push. That would be who outscores Zerline.
That's a good point. They're both 2 for 2 on extra points, and at the moment Zerline has 1 field goal. So 5-2.
All we would have to get is a walk-off touchdown. Does Madden kick the gratuitous extra point if there's no time left?
That's a good question. Because I think in playoffs they don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, they did, but I feel like there were some versions that did, so I don't know about this one.
I feel like most versions, it depends, because this one's considered an exhibition game, not like a proper playoff game, even though it's the Super Bowl presentation version. So I don't know how they have that coded. I'm going to guess they would.
Yeah, that seems fair.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he is met
Ooh.
at the line of scrimmage.
You didn't say anything about Jackson taking that big hit.
I must not have been paying attention. I just watched DeForest Buckner stop a run in the backfield.
He might have been the one that hit Jackson. I couldn't tell who it was.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Either way, 3rd and 10 now.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Lamar going for a scramble out to the left. Taken down by Bobby Okereke. That's going to be a 4th and 9. He gets 1 on the play, and that's definitely not going to be enough for the first down. So as the Browns are on their own 19-yard line, we will see Jamie Gillen and the boys coming out to kick the ball very high in the air.
That he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him.
I feel like we've got to be very close to the over on the number of punts.
Here's Jamie Gillen.
It was at 6.5? Yeah, we're probably pretty close. If not getting there now.
I was going to say, we're at either 6 or 7 now with this punt.
And you were here saying that 6 was high.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over.
Jarvis Landry doing not much of that punt return, but that's kind of, how punt returns work. Tom Brady getting an override issue with his stat line coming out from the sideline. Colts starting their drive on their own 34-yard line.
Put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
Oh, Brady can't find one. Can't find anyone quick enough. Myles Garrett makes his way back to the quarterback, takes down Brady for a 10-yard loss on the sack, and puts himself in the zone.
Yeah, the Madden stats are messed up. It just said Brady had like 32,000 passing yards on the last drive.
Yeah, this Madden's been riddled with like overflow errors. So in software, that's called an overflow error, where it's a specific number that is basically like an unhandled -1, effectively. And it just blows the number up really high. Because there are times that you'll see like a play recap and it's like, oh, 8 plays for 64 yards, and the time took was 2,180,000 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds like at work today. I had one with the mortgage I was working on. The debt to income ratio was shown as like 700%. And I was like, nope, that's not even close to right. It should be somewhere in the 40s.
Yeah. So, sometimes that happens. Not like randomly. Don't get nervous. People who don't understand how this works. It doesn't happen randomly.
The receiver can stop at any point and make
It means there's a legitimate bug in the game that EA has not fixed, which, as Madden players, you get used to this.
All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball.
Keep your own scorebook.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good in the end game stats. It's just like the little like stat pieces that come out as like broadcast pieces. They're like completely wrong at times.
As he's on to punt for Indianapolis. His first punt,
that was a quick
45
drive.
yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return.
I think they call that a 3 and out.
Just a net of 34 there.
Yes, sir. That would have been a good drop.
Switch hands, 1st and 10.
The problem is I'd have to manually track that.
Yeah, that's true.
all of these things here I can get from the end game screen.
And that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Mixon doing a whole lot of nothing. Northwestern alum Anthony Walker Jr. getting into the backfield there. 2nd and 11, 1-yard loss on the play. Cleveland now at their own 26.
Ends up spilling it for a loss.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
We need more Lamar Jackson runs.
Yeah, he hasn't done a ton of scrambling in this game.
Jackson from the shotgun.
I feel like that's been like a success scenario for the Browns in most of the practice games, although they're only down by 3, so, you know, both teams are very much in this game.
Yeah, Indy's offense went cold after a hot start.
Yeah. Brady needs to push the ball down the field a little better.
These guys
actually uses wide receiver threats.
And they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd.
Which ones remind me?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, big ball from Lamar Jackson. If he had some deep accuracy, that would have been a touchdown. Tyreek Hill had a few steps on his defender, but overthrows the man, and that's going to fall incomplete for a 4th and 7, and the punt team coming out.
Yeah, Brady should have been the quarterback for my team. He would have the receivers out there watching.
Yeah, if you had Brady with those receivers, it would have been insane.
Oh, it would have been dirty instead of Big Ben.
Then instead you had a dusty Big Ben, who actually turned it the hell on in that last game. Like, he balled the hell out, and I was like, where was this Big Ben all tournament?
See if they can get something going on this drive.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he overshot that deep ball big time. Man, you weren't kidding.
Yeah.
You gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now, but they have to do it without letting panic.
All right, that over is definitely hitting on punts. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I think we're on the over in punts.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the
Kenyon Drake, 2-yard gain on the play. Gibby's balls. Gibby's boys up to their own 28. Dude, when you talk enough into a microphone, you just make mistakes. That's just what happens.
It's like the Doris Burke highlight reel.
Oh, God. Ooh, designed run for Tom Brady. Gets a whole yard on the play. on the read option.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Oh, no.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
All right, Brady is sick of your shit. Emmanuel Sanders is going to waltz into that damn end zone. Touchdown, Colts. Gibby's boys getting more points. Take that, chat. Take that, chat. Oh, yeah, true. Got the score in the 3rd. Gibby's crumbling. Then the touchdown happens. Suddenly, Gibby's uncrumbling.
Trick here as this one continues to go.
That was a hell of a catch, too.
I'll see it here in a few seconds.
Well, anyone in that Dynasty League with me, that boy is available. You can get him. He will not cost much. Just hit me up.
Oh, wow. That was a phenomenal catch.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays.
71 yards. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a huge play.
That might have put Brady over on the passing.
I think that also puts the game total to the over.
Oh, yeah, good point.
We're over. Hey, that's huge for you, right?
Yeah, I've won 2 out of 3.
I did not want to put the game total at that, but I was like, everything else is built around this. I have to.
True.
I was like 35-7 is egregiously low. Or 37-5, fuck.
Now after the touchdown,
so the first quarter, I think, was the only under that hit so far. And that was your lowest.
Also based on averages. Well, think about it. The first quarter, like, everyone's fresh, and especially the defenses, they're both fresh. And there's no urgency. So there's no, like, run up to there's no timeout usage, that whole thing.
Yep. Yeah, no timeout usage, less urgency. It's not like you're in the 4th quarter, 2nd quarter.
Right.
Time constraints.
Exactly.
Try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
All right, after this play, I'm going to disappear for about 2 to 3 plays. I'm going to need you to solo cast this, Jacob.
I got you.
Oh my God, Lamar, what the fuck? All right, I'll be right back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game.
Oh, there's that interception. Nice.
Rich Gannon in Oakland.
And
you mentioned
went
Tracy
for a
Porter
touchdown.
already. How about James Harrison in the
Missed it.
Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders.
What's going on here? I came back and Gibby has 7 more points.
Yeah, you missed the pick 6.
Jesus, who was it? Was it Kenny Moore?
23.
Yeah, Kenny Moore the second. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Well, damn, that's gonna make things really tough for Rob.
Yeah, no kidding.
31 to 14 now. Gibby running away with this shit. Dude, I gotta say, like, the whole thing is that, like, in this tournament, like, the seeds are flipped from how they end in the fantasy season. So theoretically, the 12 seed should be the best team, like all the way down to the 1 seed being the worst. So Gibby being the 1 seed in this tournament and like winning the Super Bowl is just like, I'm incredulous, you know?
I mean, it just goes to show you how things can work one way on paper and go exactly opposite.
Yeah. This team is just working. It doesn't necessarily make sense, but it's just working.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning
So
that for
then
touchdown.
that
This offense
was
right back out onto the field.
turnover first prop at that pick.
Because now it doesn't give him a chance to go
And
to the bench and really
then,
settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe.
I don't think there was another one.
Turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Oh, as Gibby puts it, Tom Brady knows how to win.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll take it.
I mean, clearly he's not wrong.
Oh yeah, special teams defensive touchdown shot that hit.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that hit. That has to. It must. All right, I do need to go to the bathroom, but I'm afraid to walk away again because last time I did, it was a pick 6.
Well, and the thing was, like Hunter said, Jackson had all. He had like, shoot, probably a 6 or 7 second.
6 years, 7 years.
Play fake. Here's Jackson.
Jackson going for it this time, taking matters into his own hands. Is there anyone who can stop him? Apparently one man, Malik Hooker. 1st and 10 all the way up to the Indianapolis 39-yard line. All right, I really do have to piss though. I'll be right back.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
All right, did I miss another pick 6?
So from the 39.
No,
I would not know. I would not know like that.
No, I've only missed the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just saw Jackson's big run. Oh, and we did hit the over on touchdowns.
Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
DeForest Buckner has done it again. Oh, I love how the crowd has like better models now, but like the Indianapolis crowd, they don't put the numbers on their chest consistent with on their sleeves. So every sleeve in the crowd jerseys is 88.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Solid completion to Michael Thomas. He's going to go. Slant boy running a great slant route. Gets himself all the way up to the 9-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and goal here for Rob's Cleveland Browns. It's the 4th quarter, but it's not over until it's over.
Sidebar, Bucky, 2 tackles away from the
Oh, nice.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon.
Oh, Mixon had a hole and he stuttered on the offensive lineman there. Taken down by Darius Leonard, but a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line coming up here.
Now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Lamar's going for it. He's got an opening. He finds his way through a Bobby Okereke tackle into the end zone. That's Lamar Jackson's second rushing... Words are fucking difficult. Second rushing touchdown on the day. That's going to close the gap a little bit. I assume they're just going to extra point this and bring themselves within 10.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field,
Yeah, but 9 doesn't give you anything, and 11 is way worse than 10 versus what 9 is to 10. So I think they just take the extra point here. But 10 minutes left in the game. Lining up for the extra point here, Younghoe Koo about to kick it out of Tyrod Taylor's sure hands. It's up and good. So now it's a 10-point deficit for Rob. 10 minutes left. Not insurmountable. God damn it. Sorry, I saw something in Twitch chat that said, Lamar, quote, Antonio, quote, jacking on your back, end quote, Brown, end quote, Jackson. just really hit me in the zone, I guess.
We're still looking for a ball to hit the goalpost. Not looking good for that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that one to happen.
I mean, unless we get down to like a long 56-yard field goal, it's probably about
Yeah, it's more likely to hit the front in computer versus computer than it is to hit the upright sides.
Well, it looks like these are ideal conditions too, so like with no wind. Not that that really does much in the simulation.
Probably why they were given the Super Bowl, though.
With a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
You're telling me an outside venue with nice weather in February is ideal conditions? Jacob, this is football.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Ooh, inside handoff to Kenyon Drake. Pinballs his way through about 3 different defenders, getting himself 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah. Gibby's team's main plan here is to drain the clock as much as possible. If they can get first downs and make some moves. Oh God, I'm not reading that, Wilson. They can get some first downs. I forgot what I was saying. Drain the clock. That's the goal.
Get Kenyon Drake that over.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake with another rush. 13 yards on the play.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, more touches.
The key here, grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brady now on first down.
Brady sling and finds his boy Jarvis Landry on the crossing route or whatever route that was. 8 yards on the gain. 2nd and 2 now on their own 48, nearing midfield.
I'm really Gibby can get his win. I just want this spread.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after
I respect that.
For 8 yards. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47.
I don't think there's anyone cheering against Gibby except maybe Rob.
Yeah, probably Rob, but other than that, I don't know. Gibby's the fan favorite. We've all known this. We've all seen it. There's no secrets here. Everyone loves an underdog story. That's why he has Tom Brady.
First down, Drake again. He'll get about 4 here.
I mean, Kenyon Drake's a pretty good underdog. He's been cut by half.
1, 2, 3, 2. Soon to be 3 after this year.
Yeah.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about
yourself. He's very close to the rushing yard over-under line.
Brady throwing right, and that's complete.
Damn it, Wilson is killing me right now.
First down as he's going to be tackled at the
He said that's why people love Antonio Brown. Everyone loves a comeback story.
Normally you might say start running the football. You've got
why Josh Gordon keeps getting rostered on the league.
That's a slightly different type of comeback story, but that's okay. Watch your backs, ladies.
This stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback.
Anyway, Colts up to the 28-yard line. Brady in the zone. Holy shit. I don't remember what his zone ability is. Oh, how did he avoid that sack? And he gets the ball to Jarvis Landry. That's a 13-yard gain. New set of downs. Brady at 318 yards on the day. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's having a damn day.
Second catch in a row, first down.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Landry's been getting everything today. I mean, Brady hit the over by 100, so everyone on his offense is going to hit the over.
Yeah, the only one that's still questionable would be Johnny Smith, I think.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12.
Yeah, I think right now you have to assume Tom Brady is in the running for the Super Bowl MVP. Excuse me, Super Bowl MVP.
Oh yeah, he's as long as they win, he's got a hands down.
Well, that was the MVP pick that Conair had in the pool. The other two, because we had 3 people enter the prop pool. The other 2 options were Lamar Jackson and Kenyon Drake.
2nd and 7.
Let me guess, you picked Drake.
I sure did, because he went ham in every damn practice game.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again.
All right, 3rd and 4 for the Colts here on the 9-yard line. It would really take the wind out of their sails if they don't convert it. But all things considered, they've run this clock down to about 4:45 at the moment. No matter what happens on this drive, this was a huge success. Big screenplay. Takes out the one guy. Did he reach far enough? He got down at the 5. It's going to be ruled a 4th and inches for Kenyon Drake. Oh, this will be interesting to see what the Colts do here. I would love for them to go for it, but I don't know. What's 10 versus 13? There's like no difference there, really. They should just go for it. I mean, yeah, it's a field goal versus a touchdown, but oh, they're gonna kick it. Oh, you bitches.
Gotta put the cool Zerline prop over reach.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
All right. Well, it probably won't matter, but yeah, Zerline, field goal is good. 13-point lead for Gibby now, 34-21. 4 minutes left on the clock as Rob is about to receive. 2-possession game, 4 minutes, 3 timeouts, but 4 minutes. With Madden AI and their decision-making, 4 minutes and 2 possessions is, I gotta say, less than a 10% chance of making this work.
I think Drake was right on the over-under because he's got 9 catches, so I think he's pretty close.
You'll love to see it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points.
All right, let's get a Cleveland score here and then on second.
As they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
You're asking a lot out of them. They're gonna need some deep passes in there too, because I feel like they can score, but they might not score until there's like 1:30 left on the clock. You know, like Madden AI just does not have the urgency built in for this sort of situation.
It's not a good start with the return either.
Not at all.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Okereke letting Michael Thomas know how he feels about slant routes. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. He gets this
finds a sidearm pass to Joe Mixon. If he had avoided Okereke there, he could have gotten the 1st down, but the plus side is that Okereke did push him out of bounds. So that's going to be a 4-yard gain, a 3rd and 6 now. Still 3:51 on the clock.
Sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. Nice
well, if Jackson gets rushed and throws another pick, that would hit the over.
Oh my God, you nearly spoke that into existence. AJ Green with a nearly improbable catch. Gets a 1st down at midfield.
A gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Yeah, Kari Willis was on that. He probably wasn't going to pick that, but he could have absolutely swatted that away.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Lamar's going to run with this one, but he runs himself right into DeForest Buckner. That's going to be his 2nd sack of the game. 6-yard loss to DeForest Buckner now in the zone. And we have a 2nd and 16 coming up on the Browns' own 44-yard line.
Puts Buckner one away from hitting the over.
Yes, sir.
Every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit.
Oh, Jacob, we got a thing in common with this game.
What's that?
We both lost to these teams.
Ooh.
Jackson.
Ooh, big completion down on the post route to Tyreek Hill. That's going to be up to the 24-yard line. New set of downs. Clock still ticking, about 2:20 left. Let's hope Cleveland can get one more playoff before the 2-minute warning here.
Because he won that part of the chess match, but give credit to his players as well.
But yes, I lost to Gibby in the semifinals. You lost to Rob in the quarterfinals.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Oh, and Indy scored this quarter, right?
Yeah, they got all 4, didn't they?
Yeah, that brought that hit.
So
nice. Good job, Team Gibby. So I mentioned that AJ Green made an improbable catch earlier. Wilson asked, improbable because he's healthy enough to play, or because the Bengals made the playoffs? Yes, let's go with yes.
All the above.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh, a nice dump off here to Tyreek Hill. That's going to be a new set of downs. On to the 12-yard line, 1st and 10, but the clock is ticking. No timeouts used yet. And again, the Browns are down 2 possessions as a 13-point deficit.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
So no huddle play here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's not able
And Grover Stewart finds his way into the backfield, takes a little selfie with the downed quarterback, sacks Lamar Jackson for a loss of 10 yards. Tom Brady's freaking the fuck out. Clock is still ticking.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Lamar Jackson with about 7 years in the backfield here. Slangs one up, and it's a field goal. 3-point. Oh, never mind. He didn't kick it.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball.
3rd and 20 after the incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Great open. Wow.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is
Ooh, a near interception to Rocky Sim there. Incomplete though. 4th and 20 on the 22. This is the last gasp of air for Rob's Cleveland Browns here. He needs this play to be at least a 1st down, preferably a touchdown. I know the cutscene is showing Koo warming up, but this is definitely going to be an attempt on 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Lamar's got the time. He's got to find the guy. Dumps it off to Mixon. What are you doing? Mixon murders a man en route to getting knocked out of bounds, but that's going to be nowhere near enough. A turnover on downs. Indianapolis taking the field. They just have to run the clock. This is going to be Gibby's game to give away. They need to get 1 1st down, kill all those timeouts, and then it's over.
Close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Well, that was the 1 1st down we said they needed, but maybe they got it too fast. No, because then 1, 2, 3, yeah, they're under 40 seconds. That's it. That's it. That's the ball game. The rest of this is ceremony.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Rob, all right.
He's patently never lucky, as he will tell you. He'll be the first to tell you that.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Unlucky in betting this.
Yeah, I would say if anyone's unlucky lately, it's Jacob. But also, as we often say, the most important things in this tournament are winning your early games. Winning the later games don't matter as much. Rob will get the consolation prize of the 2nd choice of draft position, so it's not like he's completely dead in the water. But Gibby, what a damn tournament. Just going 3-0 on a team that looked like on paper maybe one of the worst teams aside from having Tom Brady. You know, this is like Tom Brady after winning that 1 Super Bowl where he goes up to Edelman and says, like, you're old, I'm washed up, we ain't got no players. This is the equivalent of that. A punt for good measure, but that's going to do it. Gibby and the Colts are your Super Bowl champions and have the first choice of draft pick in this tournament.
Now the big question is, does Gibby shock the world as he always tends to do when it comes to these kinds of things?
Don't do it, Gibby. Go chalk.
Super Bowl champion.
I'm saying that as your friend.
Nope. That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season
Lamar
for
Jackson
them. What
crying.
a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For
Look,
Charles
he's emotional.
Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on
I looked
EA
away for a bit. Did I miss the player of the game? I'm assuming it was Brady. You let me know.
Well, you might have missed it. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you'll see it soon.
Yeah, you missed the replay of the pick six.
Shit. All right, quick scroll through the stats.
Oh, wow. Kenny Moore.
Kenny Moore got it for the pick six.
Oh, man.
Let's go. All right. Well, no one got the MVP right. Excellent. I love chaos. Anyway, quick check through these stats. We got 7 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second, 21 in the third, and 10 in the fourth, with a game total of 55 points, absolutely blowing the over-under out of the water. And the spread, of course, Indianapolis, Gibby's team winning by 13. Total offensive yards-wise, 403 to 334. The important pieces here in the turnover game, that was +1 to Gibby's side because the only turnover was that pick six. In the penalty department, there was only one accepted penalty, and that was on the Colts. 15-yarder, I think that was the roughing the passer. I think we saw that, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, jumping into player stats. Well, scoring summary, first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns with 1, 2 field goals. Is that really it?
Yep, that checks out.
That's really it. 2 field goals. All right. Player stats wise, Tom Brady absolutely balling out as he is wont to do. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 27 for 35 for 325 yards. Lamar having a not so nice 69.5 QB rating at 16 for 28 for 233 with 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. 57% completion percentage. Meanwhile, in the rushing department, Kenyon Drake doing pretty well, 16 for 99. But Lamar Jackson with his 10 rushes for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, kind of making up for his passer rating there. And then Mixon, of course, getting 1 in as well. So Kenyon Drake will see that 16. We will add on another 9, I think I saw. So that gives him a 25 touch total, which I think hits the over. But otherwise, the yardage here, Emmanuel Sanders getting a couple of touchdowns off of 3 catches for 96 yards, of course, highlighted by that 71-yard catch he had. That was an absolute baller catch that he took all the way to the house. Jarvis Landry getting very involved, as well as Josh Reynolds and Michael Thomas, all with a number of receptions. Well, I guess Kenyon Drake as well. All doing work in the passing game and the receiving game. Over on defense, total tackles for DeForest Buckner. He hit 7, so that hits that over. Sack-wise, we got 2 for Myles Garrett, 2 for DeForest Buckner, 1 for Grover Stewart, and 1 for Bobby Okereke. Interceptions, we saw the 1 from Kenny Moore. Well, you all saw it. I kind of missed it. 32 yards back to the house. Fumble-wise, nothing doing. Pass deflections, Greedy Williams, Okereke, and Carl Joseph all hitting 1 each. And touchdown-wise, just Kenny Moore on defense. So taking a look at our bracket, congrats again to Gibby. You've done it. 13-point victory. Absolute dominance your way through Sprite, through me, and through Robert. You've earned it. You've earned the first option of where to choose, which should probably be first pick, but you do you, man. And yeah, that's kind of how that goes. So Gibby will get the first choice, Rob with the second choice, myself with the third choice, Cran with the fourth choice, and all the way down the line. I will provide the list to our fearless commissioner, Adam, who is currently enjoying himself at North Coast. But that's going to do it for this tournament. Thanks again for another year of observing this with me, letting me put this on, letting me do my dumb shit where I rip off so many copyrights and put together content. I hope you all enjoy it. I certainly enjoy doing it. So it's a labor of love. And thanks again for joining us. We will see you at the draft in 4 days. And of course, for this tournament, we will see you next offseason. Thanks again. Have a good one.